Okay. Okay, we're back with game 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with game 2. And Josh and Hades. Hi. How are you, Josh?
I'm absolutely livid.
Can see same bands actually going on here
yeah.
by both teams. So far, it's been the same bands. Let's see if they change anything up.
Okay. Is this guy like main Veigar or something? Why did these guys keep banning Veigar?
Life is too short for
yeah, because he plays a lot of Veigar. And Veigar is one of those champions that, like, you know, if the game gets dragged late and Veigar gets enough stacks, he's just gonna one-shot the AD carry or mid laner.
Yeah, but if they play things like Assassin,
yeah, Veigar will suffer.
They're banning E again.
I think they're expecting a Shyvana pick here from the side of... But now we do see Charlie given the opportunity to play Xin Zhao, but they're going to first pick the Malzahar.
Again, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Malzahar is working really well for them.
And there's like, there aren't that many champions who can actually match Malzahar really well. Unless he was an assassin, like you said. You could just jump on top of him and, you know, just kill him, like a LeBlanc, for example.
So basically all Rizwan's champs are like assassin counter. Plays like Anivia, Malzahar. You could also play the Lissandra.
Yeah. Oh, but they decided to go with the Anyway instead, so...
Looks like
Ruslan just wanted to show that he's not afraid to first pick his champions, regardless of his opponent.
Yeah,
so
but all these champions are relatively safe first. Anivia has like, she has her passive, she has her ult with wave clear. Malzahar has her ult, she has her shield. She can almost never die in lane. All she has to do is wave clear and stay to the side Charlie's on, and he'll almost never die.
Okay, so you can see now Nightmare wanted to show that he could play the Caitlyn, taking it away from the combo, and we see a Jinx being picked up. This is your champion.
I don't like Jinx. Yeah. Problem is you have to hard engage, but Jinx scales insanely well.
They do have a Jax as well, so Jax and Jinx are both champions that once they reach late game and hit their item power spikes, they're just monstrous to go up against. But you can see that this is a good matchup. Like, they have good defense, they have good engage, and utility with the Lulu as well as the Anywhere wall. They could like always make plays around the fact that, you know, that Lulu ultimate plus Anywhere's egg also, it's just going to be so difficult to kill the Anywhere at any stage of this game in team fights.
Fear is wise.
Yeah, we don't know if that's a Jax top. Jax.
No, I'm guessing it's going to be a Jax jungle.
You could always flex.
Yeah, he's flexible. So let's see what they decide to go with. The final ban here from the side of Blanca Lions is going to be an Amumu. So a lot of, a lot of respect to the fact that they think that this is a top lane Jax here, but instead it's going to be a jungle Jax and a top lane got picked up. So power pick coming through there for the side of SSG Megabots here. We'll see what the answer is going to be here. Well, what do you know? All AD team? Bring it. Let's play Ramus.
Yeah,
and
we
we're
still
going to
haven't picked their mid laner.
Yep. No, the counter pick is going to be on the side of...
There's not many counter picks to Anivia, though. Relatively safe.
Unless you also pick a scaling mage with good team fight.
Yeah, but that's not really a counter. Just they'll both lane for like 30 minutes and we'll scale fast. I mean, a good counter pick here, I would say, is Kassadin. Because Kassadin stops Anivia's out.
He's going to go with Lissandra.
Yep, Lissandra's
Lissandra's also kind of good when it comes to team fights. She's not necessarily the champion option that lots of people pick, but in Sri Lanka, it's been somewhat of a go-to pick for most mid laners, including myself back in the day when I was good and no longer trash. So yeah, Lissandra can bring a lot into team fights. I mean, she can always come in at any time with use her Frozen Claw to cover distance, come in.
So every other pick makes comp good. Like the Jinx pick is pretty decent now because she has lots of PO now. She has Urgot to PO. She's got Lissandra. So basically, this is like
and she has Jax as well. So it's all going to be how these AD carries position themselves and transition into the mid game, because most games are dictated before they really go much into late game. Even in our previous game, we saw that LL, even though we're having a bit of a hard time sealing, making a lot of plays, because SSG Doombots did answer most of their plays. They were able to close the game out pretty quickly after getting that Baron, which is a really good call, by the way. Knowing that they had two Mountain Drakes, knowing that they had the stats, knowing that they had the Malzahar to some of the Voidlings to tank the Baron, as well as the Kai'Sa to just shred through and take those objectives. It was a 3-man Baron, so there was no way that the enemy team could have figured out, because they had no vision at all in the river or at Baron side. So calls like that are what win games, and I'd say that was the point where the experience showed that they have good macro, good decision making, and also team fight ability. But we do see the same win tide of SSG Megabots. They just need to fix their communication a little bit, and I feel like they'll perform a lot better.
Yeah, so basically they don't have like a fall off comp, right? They're strong later. Like Jack scales. Lissandra provides tons of utility later. So does Urgot. Last game they were like lacking so much because they didn't have any. They just had Olaf. They had Yasuo. Just had like Assassin, and they couldn't make picks. They should have sent Yasuo to side lane. I think watching where they send their solo laners later on like determines who will win the game.
Perhaps, I mean, because this is I wouldn't say the strongest teamfight draft that LL could come up with. They have good engage with the on ultimate. The on horn can always start a fight for them at any time, and an anywhere wall to block out people from trying to run away from it. Good follow-up, especially if on is able to lock in people with the CC. Rammus is able to come in and taunt a priority target and catch them in the Anubia's Glacial Storm. It's going to deal so much. And Caitlyn can just stay safe. She has plenty of peel coming from the Lulu's utility and ultimate, as well as imagine, I'm just guessing this bot lane is going to be really difficult for Megabots, because they're going to have to deal with a lot of poke, not only from Nightmare's Caitlyn, who is proven to be a very aggressive lane opponent, and Dew, who also abuses the fact that he is ranged and can, just harass the bot lane a lot. So I would say that they have bot lane priority here over the Leona Jinx. So they do have that winning matchup, but in top lane, I would say it's pretty even, because I don't think Urgot will be able to do much against Ornn, even with ultimate, unless he's able to just maybe get some help from his jungler and stop this on before he, starts scaling to that ridiculous unkillable status, where he just has too much armor, too much HP, and MR for them to do anything with. Because necessarily, to look at the comp that Doombots are running, the Lissandra doesn't really give a lot of hard AP, a lot of damage. It's more utility than damage, and good lockdown.
She's a bit better now, right? Because of her new passive?
Oh, her new passive is definitely something, I'd say. Having played against it, the first time I was just like, what the hell is this? I didn't even know that they had changed it.
It's really good. It's actually really good in teamfights, because it does it on every champ. So you can have you get 2 kills and you have 2 of those little icicles running at them.
And then they explode.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Okay, well, I'm interested to see how it plays out. Yeah. Oh, no. I was expecting the Jinx to be running Lethal Tempo, but...
Lethal Tempo is too risky, I think. I think it's way too risky against Caitlyn. Against Caitlyn Lulu as well.
You might actually see the Jinx start with a Doran shield here. Would be the best option.
Yeah, Doran's shield is probably best, but I don't like new Doran's shield. Like I've been going Doran's blade every so hard.
In terms of jungle matchup, I would say that Jax has.
Yeah, Jax wins early.
Jax does definitely win early. It takes Rammus at least one completed armor item to be able to finish off the
Yeah,
Jax.
but I would have gone press the attack instead of Conqueror. You can't proc Conqueror in the jungle. Or even Dark Harvest, Electric.
Yeah, perhaps maybe, again, it's probably the fact that this probably trying to play more for the late game, so where he's constantly with the team and he's able to dish out that extra damage. Press the attack would have definitely been a better option, considering if you're a jungle Jax and you're able to just so easily proc it. You just need to Q in, auto attack, and W, and it procs, right? Because the leap strike, does it count as an auto attack also?
No.
Okay, so he'll have to use his Q, auto attack, W, attack reset, and auto again. So, but still, that would just increase the damage output to whatever lane that he's ganking. So, would have been a lot more helpful in this situation. Whereas Conqueror, you need to wait 4 seconds after after being in combat to actually proc it. So, let's see how it goes. I mean, not the best option, but still not the worst either. I actually had once played against an anywhere that ran Dark Harvest. Like,
well, early season, everyone ran Dark Harvest. Literally everyone. Even Morgana with Dark Harvest. Not naming names or anything.
Lots of supports. Brand with Dark Harvest. Freaking Zarat supports with. It was League of Dark Harvest for the longest time.
Yeah, but Dark Harvest is garbage. It's actually bad. They destroyed it. So what is it? I think even at 20 stacks, you do 3 damage less than electric.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's the numbers are actually horrible.
So Riot absolutely destroyed it.
They gutted it. They reduced the damage of Dark Harvest from 40 to 20. That's half.
Oh.
It's actually really bad.
They'll probably spike it up in the... Well, not in the next patch, at least, but maybe a couple of patches later. Once they notice that it's not going to be
I can't wait for the next patch is the ranked patch.
Yeah, and that's when the crit items are going to change on ADC, right?
Yeah, Jinx is getting buffed. Zaya's getting... Callisto.
Yeah, Zaya's getting buffed. Oh my god, this root duration on Zaya is going up by 1 second, which means in the late game, that extra second is just going to be... She'll be able to do so much damage with a W active. And even Jinx, her rockets, as well as the cast animation time on her W would scale with her attack speed, yeah?
Yeah, this is just standard starts. Red buff.
Red to blue. I do say Jax does have an advantage in terms of clearing speed in the jungle. I saw a lot of red side things going down in the bush.
Okay, so Jinx
it's
still
taking so much more damage that it's unnecessary stepping up there to try and get a rocket. It takes another auto attack.
Jinx still went Doran's blade, that's why. He's gonna have a rough time.
Good engage, have a Phantom Charger. Throwing out some damage there. You can just see that they're making so much use of the fact of this. They're just freezing here, knowing that they have the complete control at this point. You can see Nightmare just walking up. He's not afraid to aim. Just so much damage there. Just level 2. Have to respect that. As predicted, it's going to be a very rough time for the Caitlyn. Sorry, for the Jinx.
Really should have started Doran's shield. If you can't play the matchup, it's really hard.
Yeah. She's already 8 CS down.
Oh, that Urgot is chunk.
Yep. I think it would have been an even trade if
He landed the.
Ornn. Yeah, if Ornn landed the knockup actually. Oh, but Urgot does miss his Q here. Takes a little bit of extra damage, does able to lock him away. He's not going to get that as a proc.
Oh, that was a good flash.
Oh, nice flash there. Very good flash. You do see Acelot does flash in and gets the taunt. Here comes the Jack. He flashes forward, flash used by Raven, and this might be a double kill here for the Rammus, who just needs to get one more auto attack off. He's greedy for it. Oh,
Acelot played that really well.
Acelot played that one really well. Even Raven held his flash for just the perfect time. He was able to flash out of the counter heal and was able to get away from the stun, because he would have definitely died if he got stunned there. So good use of summoners, good patience shown there by LL, coming out on top in that top lane trade, putting themselves ahead by 2 kills at only 4 minutes into the game here.
This is the problem with new Lissandra though, right? Because her old passive to give her lots of mana. But now she has like...
Yeah, now people basically have to build tier on her now if they want to.
I don't think you need to build tier. You just need to build like some sort of mana. I know people have been going Rod of Ages, some people have been going Luden.
Yeah, well, just getting that Lost Chapter always helps. Here comes Jax though, he's coming from the lane, he's gonna get spotted out. I'm not sure what is...
Yeah, that's a really bad gank.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he would just walk straight up to the creep wave there. Like, now they have vision on him and they know where he is, so this means that Acelot could probably just run straight into the lane if he wanted to. But they have priority, so he is pinging Dragon. He will get this couple here, which will give him priority over the Dragon. Meanwhile, Jax is still level 3, while Acelot is level 4 on the Rammus here. Just sitting level 4 now, as this one level advantage is gonna make it. They're both gonna miss each other, but the Ward is gonna get spotted out. They know that Rammus is there. Both junglers just waiting for the other jungler to come and get something done. Is he gonna use the blasting cone here? No. Oh, Lissandra has come down here as well. They might be able to catch Acelot here, but he's able to run away. That movement speed burst from the... Oh, meanwhile in the top lane,
Cool,
you can see the Ornn solo kill Urgot here. ZR Raven coming out on top, and that is a 2-0. Ornn in the top lane against a champion who definitely needs to snowball against his opponents to bring the pain. So things are not looking good for the side of SSG Megabots here.
And Nightmare just solo killed Jing.
With the assist of USL.
Yeah.
Did she step on a trap? I missed that one.
Yeah, she...
How unfortunate. So not the best game 2 that SSG would hope for. I mean, they went pretty evenly with LL.
Yeah,
in the last game, but now they're just losing out in every lane. Mid lane's losing, bot lane's losing, top lane's losing, even jungle is losing. So it's definitely not going to be any easier. And Caitlyn has herself a massive CS lead actually, and so does the Anivia. Even the jungle matchup.
They need to get to super late game, and then Jinx can do some.
If it even goes into super late game at this point, because I mean, you know that LL are a team that like to close out games as soon as possible. So they know that they're ahead right now. They're not afraid to make the plays.
I don't know. I never thought like their strong suit was closing games.
Well, not judging by yesterday's game though.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday they did close out pretty well. But I know
maybe having to burn a flash there.
Yeah.
Caught a bit out of position, almost got collapsed on. So, anyways, flashes, but still has her passive up. So, I guess it's not too bad. I mean, Josh, what do you think that SSG Megabots need to do at this point to... Oh my goodness, the damage from that...
I think they just need to farm it out.
Oh, and you might see On actually turn this fight around. Jax just get knocked up. RIP gets taunted. Sion does fall, and Ace Lord picks up that kill. Another lovely knock up there by ZR Raven. Makes sure that this Rammus gets himself a double kill. 3-0, 2-0, 1-0. All the lanes, the solo lane, bot lane, and jungle winning out here. Oh my goodness, this is hard to watch. They're gonna probably lose this tower here. There's a big creep wave. This should be a first start easily secured here. No teleport. Actually, you can see the Urgot does have teleport, but he's not using it for some reason. I guess he doesn't want to just come back and die again. You can see Jax is also moving. Let's see if LL decided to stick around to take this turret. I think they decided against it. They know that something's up. Actually, no, they are sticking around. They're questioning it. But here comes the engage. The taunt has been used, which means this is going to be a free knock-up under the turret, but a good disengage there. Horn actually using his charge to escape being knocked up there, so things not going well at all for this team.
Need to look for some.
My mistake. I've been directing my camera based on what is going on. You might see Ruslan get collapsed on here. He just needs to be altered. Flash rooted by Lissandra. He's gonna die here probably, but you can see Rammus just charges in. A good ultimate use there, and he will resurrect. However, they are going to be able to pick up the kill here. Jax is able to flash away. Ruslan does survive. The enemy is surviving, but Lissandra using her E stops to use her out there. Sorry, her Q there, and will get taken down by Phantom Charger. You can see the reaction from LL bot lane was so on point there. They rotated the moment the fight broke out. Very good reactive play. LL not wanting to give this team any chances of coming back in this deciding second game in the best of 3. Nightmare taking a couple of tower hits, walking past the tower. Should be able to pick this tower up without any contests at this point. Or at least get another plate down. Probably gonna stick around for this plate as well. Just get as much gold as they can. And now they will recall and spend all this gold. Rift Herald has been started up here by Lanka Lions. We haven't seen any pings so far, so I don't think SSG Megabots know what up. But what up is this Cloud Drake. That is probably just gonna go free of charge without any contest here at this point. It's gonna be Rift Herald, trade for a Drake. But meanwhile, a fight engages in the top lane. A teleport comes in the bot lane. On uses his on horn, but does get rooted there and unable to follow up. And ZR Raven is left alone to die. He's taking a lot of damage here right now, but he's able to tank most of it up. Nightmare is left untouched at the time being, but he's able to use his Calbanet to get away. Flashes into the bush to get this other auto takes off. Waits for the duration of the E to wear off on the Jax. Does land a Q to get a kill there. Nightmare is left untouched at this point. He's going to pick up a double kill here. A triple kill. Will this be a quadra for the Caitlyn?
This doesn't look good.
And meanwhile, the Herald in the mid lane is just like What up? 11-0. Josh, tell me that I'm not seeing things here.
This is so one-sided. I don't see them coming back from this, to be honest.
There is absolutely no coming back. This is a 5-0 Caitlyn, 2-0 Ornn, 3-0 Rammus, 1-0 mid laner on the enemy end. Oh. The only way that there will be even the slightest chance of a comeback is if LL throw, like, really hard. Talking of throw.
No, they're all on top of Anivia out.
Lissandra's here on Anivia's ultimate, and this is gonna be a double kill picked up. They're so hungry for the BM by Charlie there. They just roll it. Leona does manage to go back in to try and save his teammate, but at what cost? Probably her life here. As Phantom Charger is gonna look to try and land the stun, but it's not connecting, and Jinx joins the party. Another combatant approaches. This is slowly turning into a clown fiesta, I see. But now, ooh, the first kill on the board actually picked up there by Megabots here. Able to get a shut down on a champion who had no kills.
You inting.
Dear Luis. He's the only person with a negative KDA on the team.
Yeah,
Shout out to Hilal Jismi. Shout out to Hilal Jismi for inting in a tournament match. Congratulations. Is the engage gonna come? No, it's not. So I'm just zoning them away from the turret for now. Flash forward route onto Phantom Charger, was caught out position. His egg is there, but that's gonna be a fried ice chicken. But here comes Ace Lord, just flashes in right after, gets the turn of the Leona, and Nightmare's dominating. Built over Peacemaker, able to secure the kills, and he's just standing and delivering. Double kill picked up here. Nightmare is just like, I don't care, just give me all those kills. I want to carry this game really hard. I'm 7-0, please. I need one more kill to be godlike. Or rather, legendary. You can see that LL are just having fun now. They know this game is over, so... The BM though. Do we see Phantom Charger about to die again? Oh, he runs away. 5-man strong bot lane, LL. I'll try to get this tower, but that is probably dead Rammus. Oh, but a good block there. Rizlan able to save his teammate's life, body blocking the super mega death rocket, keeping S-Slot safe. He's like, I don't want to die. I'm 3-0. Die down, so many puppets. Should we call him A-Slot or Captain A-Slot? Oh, this Jinx is just so under-farmed. She hasn't even completed one item. He hasn't even completed a Storm Razor. And You can see components of a Rod of Ages. The Rod of Ages is actually just completed on the Lissandra, who's trying to scale into 20 more minutes to allow it to stack, but not like
10 minutes, sorry. Yeah, 10 minutes for it to kill.
10, is it?
10.
But still, this is a itemless, which just means that the 2 item completed Caitlyn can just one-man wrecking through this 5-man squad. I mean, they have no choice but to just take so much gold, so much Harrods. Good engagement, but then disconnect. Zenith Blade goes up, and that's a dead enemy. But you can see the peel is on for Nightmare, who's just dealing so much of fear beyond death. Able to take down the Lulu, but On is stuck in the middle of 5 people. Here comes Ace charging forward, trying to peel for his AD carry. Let's get altered by Lissandra, but a second time Nightmare still alive. Healing, trying to keep herself safe, and oh my goodness, Nightmare does not fall. But here comes the Ace with the whole secures the kill. Lissandra falls as well. And absolute chaos breaks out here. What looked to be a perfect engage negated there and turned around in the end, but they're not done yet. They have their eyes set on the Jinx, who's flashless. The BM before the kill. Oh, this should be game.
Charlie's got no chill.
Oh, Ace Lord. Why do you do this to a team who are in their very first finals in a tournament? Well, the Ramus got places to be, he's a gotta go. Peace. But hey, Josh, Ramus isn't the only one who's rolling, if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe you don't want to be saying that on live stream.
Hey, I didn't say, I just said rolling, right? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, drugs are bad.
Are they though?
Oh, no, Duke gets caught up by the Zenith Blade, stunned up, taking free Baron damage. Won't get taken down here thanks to Rizlan being there, but Fear beyond death manages to take him down, and another kill. Teleport coming in. This fight is definitely going in favor of Megabot so far, but 2 return kills picked up and a third. Lissandra Flash just to know gets taken down here, and the fight continues. This Jinx is leaving no. And Caitlyn now joins the fight, and this should be a clean ace. And the end of the game, they're probably just gonna run it down mid at this point, or yeah. Nightmare's like, no, I want to take Baron. Hey guys, I'm fed, let me take Baron. And here goes Leona once again. Zenith Blade's in, and here comes Jax. However, counter Helix not gonna find anyone. They're just trying to clear out these minions, not lose too much. But Nightmare joins the party at last, able to pick up a kill. He's legendary right now. 11-0-1 on this Caitlyn. Almost completed the Infinity Edge, but he doesn't even need it. Jinx just falls immediately. Nightmare's just gonna peel back. The ultimate comes through. Triple kill, and will we see a penta? No! Yes, we will actually see a pentakill here. Nightmare will pick it up, and that's a pentakill on the Caitlyn. Nightmare showing us why he's the best AD carry in Sri Lanka, carrying this team to victory. And LL, congratulations, you have cleaned the house, you have proven that even with the roster change, you guys have what it takes to be the best team in Sri Lanka. Props though to SSG Doomboss for making it all the way to the finals in this tournament. And they will take the second place, but GG well played LL, taking a very, very decisive game too. 31 kills on the board, 47,300 gold to 28,000. That's almost a 20,000 gold lead, 9 turrets to 0. And that was absolute destruction there. LL just raining hell on their opponents. The Lions were hungry and they feast on the SSG Doombots and get that sweet victory that they set their eyes on. So now that the game is over, it has been fun casting with you, Josh. Been an interesting game, one and a very, very... well, it was a stomp in game 2. But either ways, I still need to say well done to SSG. If you guys watch this stream later on and, you know, try to come back, my advice to you in the next tournament would be try and fix your communication, try and fix your drafting up a little bit, and you guys will have the chance to compete against some of the best teams you have so far. And the year has just started. This is the first tournament of the year. There will be plenty of tournaments coming up in the Sri Lankan League of Legends scene, so we will be back with more action for you then. But for now, LL, you guys absolutely rocked the competition and deserve your victory, so congratulations. And thank you also for anyone who actually tuned in to view this game and for catching this action live. And to Clutch Gaming, of course, for organizing a successful tournament and managing to do a pretty clean job with it. Shout out to our friend Little Boopoo, aka Booyah, for managing to pull off a successful tournament with himself and the help of his friends at LGN. So Hades will be signing out for now, saying goodnight. Josh, do you have any final words, any final thoughts? Anything you want to share before we go?
Nope, I'm pretty sure you said it all.
Alright then. Okay then, people, see you next time. Peace.